The autumn Steam sale is on, and with over 40,000 games under $5, it could take you hours to scan through the list and find great games. Ask us how we know. But having searched through the list, we've pared it down to our short list, and it's unfortunately still too long for one video, so we'll have part 2 out soon. And if you're looking for really cheap games, make sure to subscribe, as we're going to be trying to give away 200 Steam games in the month of December. Onto the list, and in no particular order.
Grab your torch and pitchfork and become the storm, with tons of maps and weapons and enemy types, as well as game modes galore. Vampire Survivors has replayability galore as you learn to master it. Combo weapons together and evolve them to put out more damage as soon as possible before the hordes of undead and monsters flood in around you. Unlock new weapons, characters, game modes, persistent buffs, and more as you teach those vampires who is boss. And with the devs continually working to release new, free, and paid DLC, you'll be playing for a long time to earn the title of Vampire Survivor. On sale for $3.74. In a forgotten wood, filled with mystical beings, one little being is looking for a home, but darkness has taken over the wood and threatens any peace that might be. In Ori and the Blind Forest, you'll explore a marvelously crafted world as an adorable, sort of a light kind of a thing, Metroidvaniaing your way across the land. Learn new attacks, new movement skills, and explore all new lands set to an enchanting soundtrack. It's not the hardest Metroidvania we've played, but it is certainly one of our favorite for the story that it weaves together and the ending that we'll not spoil. You'll need to experience that for yourself in Ori and the Blind Forest for $4.99. Rounds makes our list as the couch co-op pick of the list. It contrasts sharply with Vampire Survivors in that the devs have basically abandoned it. But the modding community has kept it alive and well. It feels akin to Stick Fight or Mr. Sun's Hatbox, but when you win a point, your enemies gain a new power, and all the powers stack. So, within a few rounds, you can get 4 players flying around with poison gas, vampiric bullets, massive overhealing, merved chaos, and so much more. Not for the faint of heart, but for $2.99, Rounds is a delightful pick. If you're looking for a more puzzly experience and maybe something more cozy, then check out Cats Organized Neatly, or its twin game about dogs if you're not a cat person, where you'll meet a basket of different Tetris-shaped cats that all want their space in the room, and it's up to you to organize them neatly. With tons of levels and adorable cat sounds and artwork, you'll be able to spend a few nights curled up with a good game in Cats Organized Neatly for $2.09. The dog one is the same price. But if you're looking for the opposite of a cozy cat puzzle game, then this War of Mine might be up to your bombed-out alley. Experience the misery of attempting to live in a war-torn city, not as the warriors, but as the everyday citizens, scraping together enough food to feed your people, sending them out into the danger to gather, craft, or sometimes steal what you need to keep the hunger, cold, weather, and bandits at bay. Will you help the children whose mother is trapped in rubble? Will you steal the medicine from the elderly couple in front of their eyes? Will you share your rat soup with a hungry stranger? This War of Mine is not for the faint of heart, for $3.99. Our
Old school entry on this list is Command & Conquer Red Alert 3, an RTS from the golden age of RTSs, and frankly, one of our favorite of the Command & Conquer series, right up there with Yuri's Revenge. Build up from a small force to a map-sprawling army, navy, and air force. Each of the different factions plays to different strengths with different tech trees and final super weapons. And you can play through the story campaigns, growing in intensity and cheesy cutscenes as you go. Command & Conquer Red Alert 3 for $3.99. If you've got little ones running around the house and need something to keep them occupied, but something that you can also enjoy with them, then maybe check out Lego City Undercover. You are a police officer in Lego City, charged with keeping law and order. But the ninjas and dark forces are trying to bring chaos to your city. Find yourself collecting an impressive amount of studs, powers, and unlockables along the way, catch crooks, build bridges, solve the mystery in Lego City, gain new abilities, and explore a massive map filled with tiny stories, puzzles, and money in Lego City Undercover for $3.99. Let's face it, you are likely to be around friends and loved ones at some point this holiday season, and if you're looking for a great party game to play with everyone, check out Quiplash. You only need one copy to host an almost unlimited number of people in the game, as up to 8 players are asked a number of very strange questions and must answer with the right answer, though there are no correct answers. The right answer, though, will be the one that wins them the most points. Everyone else in the audience can log in with their phone, tablet, or computer and cast their vote for the funniest, the correctest, the fishiest, or the best answer, and choose the best quip before the last lash. Quiplash for $4.99. Endless chill puzzling awaits you in the islands of islanders. Start with a small enclave of huts or docks and a small handful of guards. Place new buildings or structures to score you enough points, and you'll be rewarded with even more cards. Keep going and growing until you run out of cards, and then enjoy your created island for a while before you start another run. There are some cards to unlock and achievements to keep things fresh, but life is chill for the Islanders for $1.99. And before our honourable mentions, let's put on our goggles and tell you about our VR pick for this list. A Fisherman's Tale is basically a VR escape room where you find yourself as a lighthouse minder in a lighthouse, with a model lighthouse inside of it. Take off the roof of the model and find a mini model in the model. Then look up to find the roof and a giant version of yourself above. This mind-bending experience continues to evolve and risks giving you a mental break. Well, it tells you a Fisherman's Tale for $2.99. There were a few extra games that we found that we'd like to highlight very quickly before we go, but remember to subscribe and like so you don't miss any of the giveaways in December, and let us know in the comments below what games you'd suggest that we didn't put on these lists that are on sale this week. Fallout New Vegas is arguably, at least in my opinion, the best in the Fallout series, and has quite a number of full overhaul mods that continue the full story for hours and hours for $2.49. If you really want a chill experience and don't mind taking a slow time to build something, check out The Stillness of the Wind for $1.94. And for the tactical board gamers in the log pile, we recommend For the King, before you play its sequel for $4.99.